Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, in the previous topic we have discussed about the physical trends of the group 17 elements, and now we are going to talk about the chemical reactions of halogens. So what are those chemical reactions? This is what I'm going to talk about in this topic. So now let's get started. So talking about the chemical reactions of group 17 elements, we have certain reactions. So for that, let me discuss about the first reaction, that is the reaction of halogens with water. So talking about the first halogen, that is fluorine. So that whenever fluorine is reacted with, that is 2 moles of H2O, it will form, that is 4 moles of, that is HF. But the thing is, it is very much ionic in nature, and that's the reason that 4 moles of H plus and 4 moles of F minus, it will get dissociated. Along with that of liberation of O2 will take place, and that is how basically we can find, that is we can also prepare oxygen also, but we can also get to know that is here basically oxygen can be liberated. The reaction is such a spontaneous reaction. And talking about the next one, that is whenever the chlorine is reacted with water, it forms HCl and hypochlorite. That is, in this case, the further process, that is this HOCl can be converted into, that is HCl, and produce incandescent oxygen, which is acting like an oxidizing agent. And talking about the next one, that is whenever the bromine is reacted with, that is H2O, it forms HBr, that is hydrogen bromide, along with that of, that is HOBr, that is hypobromous acid. So even this can produce incandescent oxygen. So therefore these are the reactions, that is what I have discussed about. But I have not mentioned here about the reaction of iodine with water. The reason behind that is whenever the iodine is reacted with water, in fact it will produce, that is HI, that is hydroiodic acid. But the thing is, it is a very reversible reaction, so that's the reason that it is non-spontaneous. We have to provide certain kind of conditions so as to give out a particular, that is HI as an acid. So in this case, this all are basically the spontaneous reaction, and this also shows that because of the electronegativity, because of the other chemical properties also of the particular element or of the particular, that is halogen, they are very much reactive to H2O. And this is what I was discussing about the reaction of halogen with water. And now let me discuss about the next point. So the next is reaction of halogens with alkali. So in this case, whenever fluorine, I'm talking about fluorine first. So whenever fluorine is reacted with, that is 4 moles of NaOH, which is strong base and strong alkali, we would say. So therefore the product, that is what we could get, is NaF, that is sodium fluoride, along with that of O2, that is oxygen, and 2 moles of H2O. So this reaction is comparatively different with the reaction of NaOH with chlorine. So in this case, basically 2 moles of NaOH, whenever it is reacted with Cl2, so therefore it will produce, that is sodium chloride, along with that of sodium hypochlorite, along with that of, that is H2. But this sodium hypochlorite, it can be further reacted, and further suppose it can be decomposed into the formation of, that is 2 moles of NaCl, so as to obtain the byproduct, that is NaClO3, that is known as sodium chlorate. So this is the overall reaction where we can find that is 6 moles of NaOH whenever it is reacted with 3 moles of Cl2. So it will form 5 moles of NaCl, and that is 1 mole of NaClO3, that is known as sodium chlorate, along with that of H2O. So therefore this is the reaction of halogens with alkali. So this also shows that how much they are very much reactive towards the alkalis, and that is basically all the reactions. That is what I have discussed over here is basically a spontaneous reaction. And now let me discuss about the next reaction. The next reaction is reaction of halogens with hydrocarbon. So in this case, we have 2 examples for now. That is, suppose if methane, that is a hydrocarbon, suppose if it is treated with, that is fluorine, 2 moles of fluorine. So here this CH4, it will be converted into C, that is only carbon, while liberating 4 moles of HF as a byproduct. Well, suppose if we talk about the reaction of methane with 4 moles of Cl2, we can get, that is carbon tetrachloride. That means all the hydrogens are basically substituted by, that is the chlorine atom, and this is how basically we can form carbon tetrachloride along with the evolution of 4 moles of, that is HCl. So therefore the reactions is very much different. This shows that how fluorine is very much reactive compared to that of, that is chlorine. So therefore these are the certain reactions, that is what I have discussed about the halogen, the reaction of halogen with, that is other molecules like water, alkali, and that is hydrocarbon. So that's it. So thank you friends for watching this video. I hope you have understood this video very clearly, and I hope I'll see you next time. Till then, don't forget to subscribe Ekeeda channel. Thank you so much.